Hey, what's going on? I'm back here with part two of my New York Comic Con haul. So now we're gonna go to Saturday. I did part one with Thursday and Friday. Now we're gonna jump into Saturday. So again, I was there really early because DC was gonna be giving again wristbands for Frank Miller. So there was no way that I was gonna miss Frank Miller as well. Their schedule didn't come out till Tuesday with the signings, and when I was reading it, I was just like, "Oh my God!" The, great talent there, great legends, like throughout the whole New York Comic Con. With their scheduling, with their signings, it was just amazing. Jim Lee was gonna be there as well, and unfortunately, this year I didn't get to meet Jim Lee. And so yeah, Saturday is the busiest day, so I was hoping to get back in line and get a second wristband, because there's two wristbands maximum per day, but you only get one, once you get into the front of the line, and they give you just one. Then you got to get all the way back in line and get a second one. But the line was so ridiculously long, I knew that there was no way that I was gonna be able to get a second wristband. So yeah, after I got the wristband, I was just, on the show floor, just browsing and whatnot. A lot of great stuff in there with toys, figures, video games for upcoming games like the new Shadow of Mordor. They had the new Dragon Ball Z game, Fighter Z, I think it's called. I'm not sure. It has that Marvel vs. Capcom style. I cannot wait for that game to come out. It was just amazing, everything, and it was super packed because it's Saturday. So I went to the Image booth because I wanted to make sure I got one of these books, because last year I missed out on Volume One, and this is the convention exclusive for Monstrous, and this is Volume Two. Last year I totally forgot to go back to the Image booth and get Volume One, and I asked if they have Volume One, and said no. So I managed to get Volume Two. So while I was browsing there, I got to see a book that I have been looking there for a while, and that is Spawn Origins Collection Volume 3. And this is the last one there that I'm missing. 1 and 3 are the ones that are out of print, and on eBay people are asking $90 to $100 plus shipping, and there's no way that I'm gonna pay that for a book like this. It retails for $29.99, so there's no way that I'm gonna pay an extra $70 for it. And while I was in there, when I was getting checked out, the guy asked me, "Do you want a wristband to meet Todd McFarlane?" And just like I was like, "Wait, what? Of course I do." I didn't bother, ask for it, because he was doing a signing Friday and Saturday, but those things were going off like super hot. So I thought, at this time there wasn't gonna be any wristbands, so they still had a few left for a 2 o'clock signing that he was doing. So yeah, I got to meet Todd McFarlane, and it was pretty cool. He had a one item per limit, because they wanted to get as many people, to get to meet him, and he signed it right here, Todd McFarlane. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was just completely shocked. And then after all of this, I was still browsing around for a little bit more, and then the big signing came there, and it was at the DC booth with Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, Andy Kubert, and John Romita Jr. All four of them, and it was a 2 item limit there, so I had to be choose wisely pretty much. So I went with 2 absolutes, and the first one that I got was Absolute All-Star Batman and Robin. So Frank Miller, he signed it right there. It's pretty awesome. And then the last one I went to, I had to go with this one, and that is the Absolute Dark Knight. And both of them signed it, Klaus Janson and Frank Miller. So that was really really awesome. Um, yeah, and after this, I was just going through the show floor. Uh, After the signing, they were doing a panel there, a Batman panel with all four of them. And who was the other one? Greg Capullo and somebody else was there as well. I can't remember. And it was, a great panel. Superman Earth One was announced there, and it's gonna be done by Frank Miller. So that was really exciting too. So, so yeah, and after that, I just went back to my hotel because I was just I was dead pretty much. So now we're gonna go to Sunday, and Sunday's the least, probably one of the least busiest days there, and there were only two signings at the DC booth. I mean, they had others, but two with wristbands, and that was Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, and Jock. That was one signing, and then Tom King and Joshua Williamson. So I got there the wristband first for Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder and Jock, and then I went all the way back in the line, and I was able to get one for Tom King and Joshua Williamson. And I wanted to see, even though I saw Tom King on Friday, I wanted to get one because I wanted Joshua Williamson as well to sign a couple of my books. So I was successful there. And then during that time, I went to see Marjorie Liu. She was there as well, and I needed to see her so she can sign my two Monstrous volume. And she signed it right here. Pretty awesome. She wrote there, "Wishing you beautiful dreams." That's pretty awesome. With volume 1, and then volume 2, she signed it here, "May all your dreams come true." So yeah, she was super sweet, super nice, and I missed meeting her last year, so not this time. So then it was the Scott Snyder signing with Greg Capullo, 3-item limit, and I went with All-Star Batman #1. Scott Snyder signed it there. I had it by John Romita Jr. back in Boston Comic Con. So 1, 2, and then on issue #3, I had him signed by Jack as well, and he signed it up there, and then Scott Snyder signed it. Let's see, where is it? Right there. So I love this cover. It's the Jack variant. And then for Greg Capullo, I only have one book there, and that is Spawn Origins Collection Volume 3. And he signed it right there. Because he couldn't sign it there because Todd McFarlane took the whole page. So he was laughing at that. It's pretty cool. And then after this, maybe 45 minutes after that, it was the line for Tom King and Joshua Williamson. So 3-item limit again. So I had 3 items for each Tom King and Joshua Williamson, and I had to go with Vision, the director's cut #1, sign it there. Director's cut #2, and then director's cut #3. And he was telling me that this was so far his favorite book to write. I mean, if you haven't read it, you have to read this. It's just amazing. And then for Joshua Williamson, I have 3 books. I got Batman Red Death. He signed it there. This is the convention exclusive. This one was a little bit expensive. It was $15. They had all the variants there for with the Justice League movie covers, and it's like kind of like holographic. It's not as it doesn't have that same hard holographic cover that the regular one does, but I couldn't find that book anywhere when it came out because it got sold out so quick. So I was like, you know what, I'll wait for New York Comic Con, and hopefully I'll find a copy. And at the DC booth, they sell T-shirts and the variants as well, so I was able to get this one, get signed by him. And then of course I had to get Flash 21, the 3D cover. It's right there. And then Flash 22. Let's see where he signed it. He signed it right there. So yeah, and that's it for all the signings that that I was involved there throughout this whole 4 days. But then there's one last thing. I happened to win the lottery to get in line for Funko, and I got the email last week. I was gonna be there Sunday at 3. That was when I was supposed to get in line, and it's a little bit kind of sucks because Sunday at 3, most of the stuff that you might want, it might be gone. But the fact that I was able to at least win the lottery and be there, that was pretty cool, because I managed to get the one Funko Pop that I wanted. And so I got there in line, and that line is just crazy. I never won the lottery for Funko, and you got people outside the line being like, hey, can you get this for me? Here's some money, can you get this? And it's like, it's crazy, because I don't want to take their money and get them a certain pop, because there's still people behind me, and I don't want to screw over the guys that won the lottery and won a certain pop. It's just a kind of sad situation there. So you got people like sharks just like looking while you're filling the list of the things you want. Hey, are you getting this? Are you getting that? Can you get me this and that? It's like, you know what? No. I just told one guy, I'll do it if you pay for my whole order. I'll get whatever you want, But he was like, yeah, I can do that. So whatever then. So I managed to get 4 pops that I wanted. There were 3 that they didn't have there anymore, and that was the Nightmare Goofy, Nightmare Donald from Kingdom Hearts, and the regular Dragon Sword. I really wanted that one, but that was gone within the first day. So those are the 3 that I really wanted that didn't have any others. But I managed to get 4 others that I really wanted, and that is Superman #1 right here, and this is the first appearance of Superman. So that's really cool that I was able to get him. Here's the back. And then I got here the flocked Beastman from Masters of the Universe. It's pretty awesome there. Then I managed to get this 8-bit Batman. That's awesome. And I thought there wasn't going to be any more of this ones here, because on Saturday I managed to go there towards, around 3 o'clock Saturday and see what can I expect, tomorrow at 3 with the line, and they were sold out of this one. But, in every block they put, more pops out there. So, yeah, they had this one at the Sunday, 3 o'clock block. So, yeah, and then I managed to get the one that I wanted the most, and that is the Toy Tokyo exclusive of the Dragon Sword. I couldn't get the regular Dragon Sword, but I got the Toy Tokyo one, so that's pretty awesome. I'm really happy with this one. So yeah, those were the 4 Funko Pops that I got, and this was my New York Comic Con haul here. I hope you guys are having a great day, and if you went to New York Comic Con, let me know what you guys got and if you liked it or not. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time.